Hello and welcome to Totley Moor. So me and the boys decided to come out for a walk. So it's a lovely early February Sunday, and I think I've actually put too much clothes on because I'm a bit warm. So we've parked on a lay-by, literally right next to where we can get onto the moor. So it makes it very handy. It is a busy road, so if you want to do this walk with your dogs, just take care when you're getting the dogs out of the car, because the road is very busy. Even though it's not a work day, Kev. You will have a lot of traffic. This path is quite narrow, as you can see, so got to be careful with 3 dogs. And Kevin, come on. Blimey, even flies are out. It's only early February. So if there was anybody else coming, I'd get the dogs right out of their way, because there's not enough room. Well, there's only just room for one person. There's not room for me and 3 big dogs. The dogs are off lead at the moment, so quite happy keeping them under close control. Boys, good boys, staying with me. There are livestock on this moor, so as and when they may pop up. Sometimes sheep, for example, can be tucked away under rocks, so you've always got to have your dogs under close control. And if you are gonna let your dogs off lead on a moor like this, then they do need to be steady to sheep, for that chance that there's a sheep just tucked under a rock, you don't see it, it gets up and runs, and your dog runs after it. That is really not what you want. Farmers, obviously, that is not what they want to see, and they will take action if they see it. So really good advice, just don't let it happen, think ahead, and have a good walk. So another thing that you need to just be mindful of on this particular moor, they've got cattle as well as sheep. Kev. So equally, as well as looking out for sheep and making sure that your dog's not going to bark at sheep, if there are cattle, they won't necessarily get out of your way. You're going to have to go around them, and it's really important that your dog isn't going to upset the cattle. It's not going to be a problem for you holding them. So one of the things that I often talk about is socialization, and that's a lot more than just people and dogs. So socializing your dog around sheep, around cattle. If you're going to enjoy some nice walks in the summer particularly, you are going to come into contact with sheep and cattle. So if you socialise your dog early, it makes it so much nicer and better for everybody, for them, for us, for other people. I just love spending time with my dogs, just walking, just me and the dogs. It's just great. Right. So I know that some of you might be thinking, well, in all of this, all of the things that I've just said about sheep and cattle, why aren't my dogs on a lead? Well, your dogs don't have to be on a lead, Kev. They have to be under close control. So there little Kevin strayed probably only about a metre away from the track, but just one way from me, and he's back behind me. So they are under close control. I also know that my dogs are steadied sheep and cattle, so they're not going to worry any pregnant sheep. They're not going to get the chance anyway, because they're going to stay with me. And any other opportunities, so for example hares, you can often get hares out on lovely landscapes like this. They're not going to chase, they're not going to get opportunity, because I'm not going to let them loose to have free time on this. So they're enjoying themselves, there's no doubt about that. So if I just show you the little kids. You can probably hear that they're scampering along with me. Yep. They're having a good time. They're enjoying themselves, which is what you want. I'm having a good time, but I have to say I've put too many clothes on for this lovely weather. And apart from that, just a bit warm. Kev, we're having a good time. Be close. Sit. Kev, come on. Come on. I've just noticed the cairn up on the top of the hill here, so thought we'd go up to, sorry, not cairn, trig point. Let me just have a wander up there. Well, you've got, well, you probably can't see it on this, but down there, that's Sheffield. Looking resplendent in this early February sunshine. A bit foggy here. There. Everybody say cheese. Cheese. Alright, don't say cheese then. have to find you. So there's quite a lot of people out today. Don't normally see this many people up here. Obviously because it's a nice day. And it's been dry for a good few weeks, so even for early February it's really dry underfoot. Not saying that, it looks like we're coming to a boggy bit. Yeah, quite a number of people I've passed. When I've been up here before, I've not seen a single soul.
The dogs are thoroughly enjoying themselves, smelling the ground and smelling the air and looking at all of the things around them, things that you and I as humans just don't notice.
I don't know whether you can see there, but there's just some sheep off to our right. There may be 40 metres away. Boys, so keep an eye on the dogs. Well, not that I don't keep an eye on them anyway, but just make sure they stay nice and close to me. No problems. Kev. Good lad. So we're just going to follow this one back down, and we're basically doing a big circuit now. Boys. I can't believe what a fabulous day it is. It's absolutely amazing. For early February, what more could you want? Wow. 3 fabulous dogs just walking with me. People that I pass compliment me all the time on my lovely dogs, and let's be honest, part of that is because they're just walking along with me. Not just that they're handsome dogs, which obviously they are, but also that they're well behaved. They're not bothering anybody, which is what everybody wants. People sometimes ask me why I don't have them on the lead all the time. So like now, they might say, well, you know, there's livestock, why haven't you got your dogs on the lead? Oops, just gotta navigate these rocks. But if they're well behaved, they don't need to be on the lead. They're all staying round me, boys. Look at us. Oops. And we're having a good time, boys. So if they're on the lead, it makes it more difficult for them to have a sniff at something, you know, to enjoy themselves without having complete freedom. Complete freedom is nice, obviously, for dogs, and they definitely need some of that, but they don't need it all day long. And if you do allow your dog too much freedom, that's what they always expect. And then don't be surprised if your dog ignores you when you want it to be well behaved, because it'll just go, no, I expect complete freedom all the time, because that's what you've taught it effectively. So I think it's a good thing for them to be off lead, but just round me, well behaved and enjoying themselves. Lovely. So this walk is about, I don't know, maybe 5 miles long. It's not too bad. It's not very hilly, so if you're used to walking, it's a nice little walk around Totley Moor. A lot of the tracks are quite small, like this one. There is a lot of boulders and things that you've got to take care with, but absolutely fabulous scenery. I love being on the moors. Dogs love being on the moors. Yeah, this walk you spend a lot of time looking at the floor, so otherwise you just end up tripping over things. If it's not a boulder, it's a clump of grass or a lump of heather that you don't expect, but it is just lovely up here. I just think it's fab, and the dogs do. I think you can see them there. So we're just making our way back down to the road where I parked the car. I actually think I'm not on the right path now. So it's a clear sky today. You've got lovely line of sight of everything, and I'm still making a mistake on which path I'm on. There you go. Never mind. There will be another one across there. There's lots of these little paths up here, so it's not like I'm lost. I also have OS maps on my phone, so even though you don't always have a good signal on your telephone, because it works off GPS, you always have GPS, so it will tell you where you are, even if you can't necessarily phone somebody to say there's a problem, but you know where you are. So again, it helps with navigation up on some of these moors. So before I get to the gate, I'm just going to pop them on the lead. I always worry about busy roads. It's not worth chancing it, even though the car's right by the gate. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and why don't you bring your dogs and come and have a walk up here yourselves. Lovely. See you again soon. Bye.